Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here, and we're looking at episode 5 of the Creature Commandos. Uh, yeah, Christmas is over. We're heading into New Year's. I don't see the point of having the Santa hat for this. Uh, we this time get a flashback to Eric, the Frankenstein monster, who people call Frank. Although his name was Eric, so, whatever. Uh, in the flashbacks, we start at the fire. He makes it out of the castle, falls into the river, floats downstream, and where he's found by an old blind gypsy woman and her dog. And she nurses him back to health. They have a bit of an idyllic life together, reminiscent of the Bride of Frankenstein film, where he was taken in by a blind hermit and discovered friendship for the first time. Anyways, he learns to hunt, and eventually he recovered enough and spent enough time that he feels he needs to go and look for the bride, even though, as the gypsy woman points out, she doesn't love him. She tried to kill him. He poo-poos it. You just don't understand these things about love. And she's upset because then she'll be alone again without anyone to talk with. And he's like, I would never leave you alone like that. And then he smashes her over the head with a large, heavy vase. Takes up the gun, the shotgun that he hunts with, that was hers. And now her dog was left outside. And so he goes outside. Dog doesn't know what's happened. And he calls the dog to him. And the dog goes off because they're going to go hunt. So it's a good explanation of Frank's attitude towards everything. Well, meanwhile, back in the present, Flag and Frank, or Eric, are peering in on one of Professor McPherson's lectures. And she doesn't seem to really know much about Theramuscua except the fact that it's all women who all love each other. And it's going on and on and on about that. Seems kind of odd for an academic. So, Flag and Eric head to her home, where they break in and discover the real McPherson's body. She's dead. So who's that McPherson? Well, let's find out. That McPherson gets home. And while sitting on the couch playing video games, kind of slowly melts into this big gray lump of a humanoid figure. It's Clayface. Okay, very dangerous. They'll just sneak out. They almost make it, but Clayface was aware of them being there. And he grabs them, and we have a horrendous fight, because Clayface is almost impossible to defeat. Flag gets his back snapped, and Eric is almost suffocated, being pulled into Clayface's body, but he manages to rip the top plate off of a light plug and grabs the wires. Electricity isn't going to bother him. He was born from electricity, but it shatters Clayface. And while he cradles Flag and tells him, you can't die. We have to go. You have to save the princess. I have to get my bride. And Flag, with his last breath, goes, get to your bride. Tell her the real truth about Elena. See? Because the implication there is that Clayface is working with Cersei for some reason to have the princess eliminated. Anyways, back to Pakistan. The creature commandos arrive, and they're picked up by Alexei, and he is driving them back to the palace. Now, before breaking in to the house, Flag, after much trying, had finally managed to get through to Elena on the phone and warns her the commandos are coming to assassinate her. They've been lied to. So Elena orders them eliminated. And she calls Alexei. And so he drives them to a shortcut where basically he leads them into an ambush, and Phosphorus basically puts his fist through the other man's head. And then they're shot at, and there's another hellacious fight with the bride shooting down numerous soldiers, and Phosphorus just cutting a ungodly swathe through machines, people, everything. Nina, she's not a fighter really, and she hides from all the gunfire, and they get separated. And now they're on the run and being hunted. So, wow. That was quite a episode. It ends with Elena basically ordering them to be shot on sight. And as they're separated, they have to learn to regroup. Next week, we're going to learn all about Dr. Phosphorus in the flashbacks. So I guess they're saving Nina for last. I can't believe Flag might be dead, because I'm pretty sure he's in the new Superman movie, but maybe they'll be able to cybernetically enhance him or something. Who knows? But I do find the plot twist interesting that Elena may not be this evil person Cersei says she is, but we don't know. This is not a black and white kind of show. There are shades of gray through every character. And about last week, I was wrong. It was the Vision did not have Elena with Eric, the Frankenstein monster. It was Gorilla Grodd that we saw in the beside her. I was fixated on the monster and didn't recognize that he was covered in fur. My bad. Another good episode. James Gunn, he just knows how to write ensembles, I tell you. Looking forward to next week and the season finale. Very short series, only 7 episodes. Usually get 8 to 13 at least. But this is very tightly scripted, so that's probably why. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.